Chapter 1. Intro. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the place where smart home dreams either come true or explode into 1,000 automations you swear you'll fix later. Today, I'm seriously excited because we're diving into a device that can save your floors, your sanity, and probably your wallet. The Sonic by Watergate. If you've never encountered it before, don't worry, this isn't just another shiny gadget. This thing can literally shut off your water before a small drip decides to turn your bathroom into an indoor pool. And yes, it integrates beautifully with Home Assistant, which makes it even more fun. Let's jump in and see what the Sonic is really made of. Chapter 2. Disclaimer. Before we dive into valves, pipes, and all the fun that comes with them, a quick but important heads up. Watergate did send me the Sonic for testing, but that's the full extent of our arrangement. No sponsorship, no payments. No, please say nice things. Everything you'll see here is based on my own hands-on experience. The good, the bad, and the why is water suddenly everywhere. And a serious note. Installing the Sonic involves cutting into and modifying your main water line. If that sentence alone makes you nervous, that's a good sign. Unless you're trained and confident working with plumbing, please leave this to a professional. A qualified plumber can ensure everything is fitted correctly and, most importantly, leak-free. Safety first, then we play with gadgets. Chapter 3. What is Sonic? So, what exactly is the Sonic? In simple terms, Sonic is a smart motorized water shutoff system that can automatically close your main water supply when a leak is detected, or whenever you decide to shut it off yourself. It mounts directly onto your main water line, transforming a standard manual valve into a fully automated one. Powered by a strong motor, it can rotate the valve on command, and once connected to your smart home ecosystem, you can control your water with a tap, an automation, or even your voice. But Sonic doesn't stop there. It can also track water usage, monitor water pressure, identify unwanted water flow, detect pipe freezing, and even flag potential Legionella risks in your water system. Sonic isn't just a shutoff valve. It's a full safety and monitoring system for your home's water. Chapter 4. What's in the box? The Sonic arrives in a package made from recycled cardboard. It may not be flashy, but it's eco-friendly, which is a big plus in my book. Let's see what's inside. Leaflets. The first contains a note about installation. The second provides product information. The Sonic unit, well protected in bubble wrap. The valve is larger and heavier than I expected, giving an immediate sense of quality and durability. Power supply comes with a UK plug. Unlike most bulky plugs, this one is super flat, which is a nice touch. The Sonic itself feels solid and well built. It also includes a backup power option using 4 AA batteries. The magnetic battery cover is a clever feature, replacing batteries is effortless, and nothing is at risk of damage. Overall, the unboxing leaves a strong first impression. Sonic is clearly a premium, thoughtfully designed device, ready to manage your water safely and efficiently. For more in-depth guidance, the user and installation manuals are available on the product webpage, with links in the description below this video. Chapter 5. Setup. When it comes to installation, I didn't even consider handling the pipes myself. I have zero knowledge and even less experience in plumbing. Instead, I left all the work to a qualified plumber, ensuring everything was installed safely and correctly. Step 1. Physical installation. This was my favorite part of the entire review. Because I barely had to lift a finger, I simply mounted my GoPro to capture everything, then handed the actual work over to a qualified plumber. Here is the installation process shown at high speed. Step 2. Watergate App. Even if you plan to use Sonic only with your smart home platform, the mobile app is still required for initial setup. The app is available for both iOS and Android. Start by installing the app on your phone. Create a new account or log in if you already have one. Once logged in, add a property. And select the appliances present in your home. Now it's time to add the Sonic itself. Follow the on-screen instructions carefully. Make sure Bluetooth is enabled on your phone. Ensure the Sonic is powered on and in pairing mode. You should see a blue flashing LED. If the LED isn't flashing blue, press and hold the button for about 5 seconds to enter pairing mode. Select your Sonic from the list of available devices. Enter your Wi-Fi credentials. Press Finish to complete the setup. Once pairing is complete, go back to your property settings. and update the number of occupants, and enable garden mode if you have outdoor water usage. Finally, don't forget to insert 4 AA batteries into the Sonic to provide backup power in case of a mains outage. The Watergate app is so intuitive and straightforward that covering every setting in detail isn't really needed. However, here are a few important functions to know. Home. Turn water on or off, and set the app to silent mode. Stats. View your history of water usage. Checkup. Run a diagnostic test. Make sure appliances like the dishwasher or washing machine are not in use, as this test will briefly turn off the water. Device. All of these functions are accessible directly from your device, and you can also adjust various device settings to customize how Sonic operates. Step 3. Home Assistant. To use Sonic with Home Assistant, you first need to purchase the local API for the device. The best approach is to buy it together with Sonic, which reduces the cost of the API by 50%. Once the local API is purchased and activated on Watergate side, open the Watergate mobile app, go to your devices, and select your Sonic. Open the settings, and enable the local API. This option is only available if it has already been purchased. After the local API is enabled, Sonic can be integrated with Home Assistant. You will need the IP address of the device. As of December 2025, this information is not displayed in the app, so it must be obtained from the router. Watergate has confirmed this feature is coming very soon. Once you have the IP address, log in to Home Assistant and go to Integrations. Add a new integration. Select Watergate from the list. Enter the IP address of your Sonic and press Submit. Give the device a name, assign it to a room, and click Finish. After integration, Sonic's entities can be used in automations and displayed on the dashboard. I plan to create a dedicated video soon to show what can be achieved with automations. On the dashboard, I intend to monitor water usage. And have the ability to turn the water on and off directly. Chapter 6. Validation. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to test every single feature of Sonic. 2 functions had to be skipped for obvious reasons: pipe freezing detection and Legionella risk monitoring. Let's start with how Sonic performs from a Home Assistant perspective. I can control Sonic directly from Home Assistant without any issues, which means the integration works exactly as expected and can be used with automations, and that's the most important aspect for me. Monitoring live water usage? Checked. Monitoring water pressure and temperature? Done. Identifying unwanted water flow is a bit more challenging. I didn't want to waste water or wait too long, so I adjusted a few sonic settings and started filling the bathtub. Here's the first notification. Watergate even called me twice, but I didn't answer, and Sonic responded perfectly, shutting off the water supply as intended. Just keep in mind that the real-life process took much longer than it appears in the video. Overall, I'm very happy with the results of these tests. Chapter 7. The verdict. As with any device I haven't used long-term yet, I'll be sharing an update in a future follow-up video, most likely after around 6 months, to show how Sonic performs over time in real-world use. Part 1. Weak spots. I did not encounter any major issues, but there are a few areas that could be improved, along with updates shared by the manufacturer. Wi-Fi only. Currently, Sonic supports only 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. However, Watergate plans to introduce swappable communication modules in a future hardware revision. These modules are expected to support Wi-Fi, Ethernet, likely with PoE, Zigbee, and potentially Z-Wave, with Matter also on the roadmap. Missing network information. The app currently does not display basic network details such as the MAC address or device IP. While this information can be obtained from a router or switch, not everyone knows how to do that. Having it visible directly in the app would save time and frustration. Watergate has confirmed this feature will be included in an upcoming app release. No static IP setting. Static IP configuration can be handled at the router level, but again, this isn't user-friendly for everyone. A native option within the app would be very welcome. According to Watergate itself, this feature is planned for a future release. Mobile app only. I'm not a big fan of having to install yet another mobile app just to configure a device that will ultimately be managed through Home Assistant. A web-based interface would be far more convenient. Watergate has confirmed that a web interface is planned for Q2 2026. Extra cost for Home Assistant users. To use Sonic with Home Assistant, the local API must be purchased in addition to the device. I recommend buying them together, as it's significantly cheaper this way. Part 2. Mixed feelings. I found one feature that can be useful in certain scenarios, but still has room for improvement. Locate my device. This function is handy if you have multiple Sonic units installed, but when several devices are close to each other, a visual indicator alongside the audio alert would make it much easier to identify the correct unit. Part 3. Highlights and strengths. These are the areas where Sonic truly excels. Build quality. From an engineering standpoint, Sonic is exceptionally well designed. Its rigid chassis, precise fitment, and balanced weight give it a robust, high-quality feel, clearly built for long-term reliability in real plumbing environments. Feature set. The range of features is genuinely impressive. Sonic allows you to remotely shut off your main water supply, track water usage, monitor water pressure, identify unwanted water flow, detect pipe freezing, and receive alerts for potential Legionella risks. Power backup. The built-in battery backup adds an important layer of resilience in case of a power outage. Magnetic battery cover. A small but excellent design choice. Battery replacement is quick, easy, and tool-free, with no fragile clips to break. Mobile app. Clean, intuitive, and easy to navigate. You remain in control of your water system even when you're away from home. Home Assistant integration. straightforward and reliable. It works exactly as you'd expect. Alexa skill. Voice control support is available for those using Amazon Alexa. Christmas surprise. There is even a hidden Christmas-related feature, but I cannot say more. Discount. £25 off using my link. Always a nice bonus. Full details are in the description below. Part 4. Final thoughts. So, would I recommend Sonic? Absolutely. Sonic is a well-engineered, reliable, and feature-rich smart water valve. The build quality alone inspires confidence, and its combination of safety features makes it a standout choice for anyone serious about protecting their home. While there are areas for improvement, Watergate has been transparent about their roadmap and upcoming updates. These planned enhancements should make the system even more convenient and user-friendly over time. For Home Assistant users, Sonic is particularly compelling. Integration is smooth, automation potential is excellent, and water management fits seamlessly into a broader smart home setup. Yes, the local API comes at an extra cost, but purchased together with the device, it is a worthwhile investment for added control and peace of mind. In short, if you want smarter control, stronger protection, and better insight into your home's water system, Sonic by Watergate is an excellent choice. I'm excited to see how it performs over the coming months and will share a long-term follow-up to show its real-world performance. Chapter 8. Thank you. A big thank you for watching this review. But this isn't the end. I'm planning another video showing exactly what Sonic, combined with a leak sensor and automation, can do to keep your home safe and dry. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, leaving a comment, and giving it a thumbs up. I'd also love to hear what features you'd like to see included in Sonic. All your ideas will be passed on to the manufacturer and could shape future smart home improvements. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so via PayPal or buy me a coffee. All the links are in the description. Every bit helps me create more detailed, hands-on smart home reviews for you. Stay tuned, stay dry, and see you in the next one. Happy flowing.